I'm so pleased to be able to tell you about our new product, Jones S Home Popping Kit. You can make our famous salted caramel popcorn at home in your own kitchen. We provide you with everything you need, and they all come in this storage tin for keeping the popcorn in afterwards. You get 4 jars of our secret recipe caramel sauce. You get 4 bags of popcorn kernels, ideally for air popping, but you can pop in the saucepans and we provide the instructions for that. You also get our instruction brochure which tells you in detail how to make it. All you need to have to hand is a large heat-proof mixing bowl, a measuring jug, microwavable, 2 heat-proof mixing spoons, a large oven dish, which ideally the larger the better, so that you can lay the popcorn out in a single layer. And if, like me, you like extra salt on your popcorn, some sea salt so that you can sprinkle it on it later in the process. What we're going to do is initially microwave some of the sauce in the microwave for 25 seconds just to soften it so it's easier to pour out. Importantly, remove the lid before microwaving it. Put it in your microwave for about 25 seconds on full power. So now we're going to pour the caramel into our microwavable jar. As you can see, it's still quite firm. You want to get as much of the sauce out as possible from the jar. If you need to pop it back in the microwave for a few seconds, go ahead and do that. What I'm going to do is actually just take a shortcut and put a few bits of corn inside there to soak up any remaining gravy. So now we're going to take our microwavable jug and put it back in the microwave for 45 seconds. Just scoop round the edges in case any of the sauce didn't mix in. And what we're going to do now is pour all of this over our corn. Get out as much of the caramel sauce as you can and start mixing it. What you want to try and do is get as much of it covered as possible, but the caramel will very quickly harden as it cools. So don't worry if it's not all fully coated. We're going to pick this up when it goes into the oven and it softens again. If you have got any sauce remaining in your jar, same trick as before, just put some corn in there to soak up any of the remaining caramel. And once you've got to the point that the caramel has hardened and you can't mix it much more, then layer it into your oven tray. Ideally spread it around so you've got one single layer. And I've preheated my oven to 120 degrees and put it in initially for 7 minutes. So our popcorn has now been in the oven for 7 minutes. I'm going to take it out. Careful, obviously it will be hot. So the reason for taking it out after just 7 minutes is so that the caramel sauce has softened. And what we're going to do now is just give it a stir to mix the popcorn into the caramel again. As you can see now, we're coating more of the pieces. You want to try and get everything nicely coated. And what you can see now is gradually everything's been coated. I'm picking up all the caramel that's fallen onto the tray off the popcorn, and just ensuring that we get everything as nicely coated as we can. And there you have it. And we're going to now pop this back in the oven for another 23 minutes to fully cook on that caramel onto the popcorn. And now we are going to pull out the tray. Again, careful, it will be hot. And there we have our cooked popcorn. First we'll give it another stir. There will still be some molten caramel that you can pick up onto the corn. You can hear as it's cooling, it's starting to crunch. This is now the step where if you like the extra salt on your popcorn, like me, just sprinkle some sea salt. Just a tiny amount, but obviously you can do it to your own taste. And then give it another stir. If you want to be more adventurous, at this stage you could also sprinkle some grated chocolate on it. This is the best time of all. The smell is amazing. Pour it into a bowl, serve it to your guests or to your friends or to your family. Go and watch a movie with warm, fresh popcorn. Alternatively, put it in the storage tin, and if you later want to heat it up before serving, just pop it in the oven, 80 degrees for 10 minutes, and it will come back nice and warm. I'm in love with it.